Hello guys, welcome back to another episode. I'm Taylor.
And I'm Sam.
Today we're going to do a little bit about like our skincare, things we do. I feel like it's something people always ask and are curious about. Everyone loves to know what's going on with our face. Maybe we'll even touch on what we get like injected into our face. But just kind of what we do to take care of our skin. And we have like different skincare routines. So we'll get like kind of depending on, I feel like, what your concern is or what your problem's in with your skin. We have like both. Why can't I think of words? Perspectives. That's the word. Both perspectives to share. Mm-hmm. So that's very fun. And we haven't done an episode like this.
I know we haven't.
And you would be surprised how easy it is to repeat and run out of topics. So it's cool to talk about something different.
Yeah.
I mean, we did the Clear Stem episode, but that wasn't about our skincare.
Yeah, I was going to like plug that later in the thing. Like,
yeah. It wasn't about our skincare though.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We will get into that in a little bit, but first we want to chit chat, and I'm just like ready for some chit chat today because I've just been so busy that I just want to chill and talk. I forget that this is like a part of my work and something we're recording, and I feel like I'm just chilling on a couch.
Yeah, me too. I'm not gonna lie, I'm so fucking tired. We're recording right now later in the day. Wednesdays we record every Wednesday, but we'll try to find a time to do it, and today's like the latest I feel like in a very long time that we've recorded.
I didn't even realize how late it was, and I had one last little like meeting with my manager for work, like of something like to like that we have to do tomorrow, and she was like, I'm sorry to throw this on you at like 5 p.m. and I was like, it's 5 p.m. like I was like, okay. I was like, no, what, like you're calling me at 2:30, like, and she was like, sorry to throw this on you at 5. I was like, I did not even realize it was 5 p.m. That's insane. And we have dinner tonight at 8, so we have like some time in between, and I can't wait to go to dinner.
8 for us is a late dinner. I get shit all the time. I know, but I get shit all the time when I'm like, oh my god, like I'll make like comments of like, oh my god, like it's nighttime and like the sun's still out, and people are like, what? It's nighttime? I'm like, yeah, it's nighttime. 5 o'clock is nighttime for me. Okay. Yeah. I have dinner at like 6 every night, and then I have my snack at 8, and then I'm like in bed.
Yeah. So 8 p.m. dinner is definitely late. I had dance yesterday, so I did an 8 p.m. dinner because sometimes I'm just like too go to like fit in a dinner. But I'm very excited to go eat dinner with the gals. I might even get a glass of wine because I'm very stressed out.
Yeah. And I probably won't drink just because, oh my god,
I want a glass of wine, and I didn't drink last weekend. Like, I feel like, you know, phones that had like rollover minutes, like you have this many things this month and it'll like roll over into the next month if you don't use them. I feel like within my week, it's like I didn't drink last week, so I can have a glass of wine on a Wednesday. Yeah. Because I didn't drink last weekend. It like, I have like drinks in my reserve that I didn't use.
My thought process is I'm literally going on a vacation. Well, hopefully going on a fucking vacation this week, and I just know there's gonna be a lot of alcohol involved, right, and like eating out and spending 100%. Money, so I want to save my money
100%, which I guess like maybe next week will be your whole like kind of vacation recap, because there's a lot going on with your trip. Now, I don't know if we have like the time to fit it in, and like you don't even have the answers.
I mean, I feel like I should, like, just because I'm not
have the answer? Like,
no, I don't have answers, but I just like woke up this morning, guys. You guys know I'm supposed to be going to Hawaii on Saturday. I just woke up this morning to obviously hearing the news about the wildfires that are going on in Maui, which Maui is the one island that I am going to visit, and the one area where the wildfires are is where the villa was that I'm supposed to be staying at with my family. So as of right now, like, we got a refund on the villa, which can go towards any other villa in Hawaii with like the insurance that we have. But Hawaii Airlines is not refunding us our flights. So we have to go somewhere else in Hawaii. We don't know where yet because it's a fucking shit show with the amount of people that are obviously in Hawaii trying to relocate in Hawaii, and the people that are like us that are also traveling to Hawaii and trying to find somewhere else to go in Hawaii. So it's a lot, but as of right now, I know I'm traveling no matter what, because I'm so prepared to hop on a plane that, like, if I don't end up going on this trip and this trip gets canceled, I'm going somewhere else. I don't care where it is. I just want like a beach. Right. I've been like craving a beach for the last like month and a half, 2 months. That's why,
oh my god, I go to Miami next month. I'm itching for it. Like, I see videos of people in the ocean, and I think I've said this on the podcast before, but growing up in Miami, I think I didn't realize how much I love the beach and feel so at home on the beach. And when I see people's content at the beach, I'm like, that's like home. And when I go to beaches now and get in the ocean, I feel so like alive in the fucking ocean. So I can't wait to go to Miami.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same with that, living in like on the ocean in Massachusetts, but definitely different with a tropical beach. But yeah, so I'll let you guys know obviously what happens. You'll see where I end up.
Well, I was gonna say when this episode's out.
Well, no, because technically,
but there's like decision.
Yeah.
You'll know where you're going.
Yeah. Like, luckily, we have a travel agent, which obviously the travel agent wants to get its fucking bag and is going to, like, figure that shit out and make sure we're going on a vacation somewhere. But, luckily, they're handling most of it, and it's not, like, the stress of my entire family needing to figure this out and, like, call airlines, call villas, etc. So, plans are to leave somewhere on Saturday. Obviously, this is going live on Friday, so I'm still in Austin, but we shall see.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how this plays out. It's like a movie
over
over here of the traveling to Hawaii madness chaos. But I mean, hopefully everyone's safe. It's really sad.
I know, it is definitely sad
because it's like obviously like, you know, it's like obviously the primary focus in this house is like your vacation is screwed, and that's like a lot of time and money and planning, but it's also like really fucking serious, and people might be like dying.
Yeah,
so it's like it's just so much.
Yeah. So,
but
I don't know. End of that. We'll talk more about it next week.
Yeah, we'll see like where this takes us. You guys will know next week on where you end up.
Yeah. But enough of this coming week. Let's talk about this past week, because we were separated.
We were separate. I had the most wholesome family weekend. I, if you don't know, have 3 siblings. They're all older. A lot of people don't know I have siblings. Because they're not really in my content, but I do have 3 older siblings, and my oldest sister has my niece and nephew, which are my favorite people in the whole entire world. My nephew's 5 and my niece is 2.5, and she just gave birth to my second niece, a little baby girl who, when I went, was turning a month old. It was her month birthday, and I needed to go see that baby. Like, being away from my family just like sucks so bad, and I needed to go see that baby, and I'm always terrified that my niece and nephew are gonna forget about me and forget that I exist, and they never do. They always know who I am and stuff, but I'm always like, oh my god, they're gonna see me and not even recognize me. They're not gonna know anything about me, but they do. And I was literally just chilling with the kiddos the whole weekend, being so wholesome. I got in on Friday morning really early. I had a really early flight, slept the whole way. I read like 5 pages of my book, put my head down, and woke up to, all right, folks, we're beginning our descent into Atlanta. And I was like, what? Like, I just crashed. And it was like a 5 a.m. flight. And then I spent the whole day working. And then it was literally just hanging out with the kids. You know, had a Saturday at the playground, ice cream, had a Sunday at the science museum. Like, just hung out with the kids.
Sounds like my worst nightmare.
It was the best weekend of my life. I was just like, oh my god, like I loved it. Like I was literally just like holding a baby or like playing with my niece and nephew, and like just getting quality time with them is just like my favorite thing. And normally when I hang out with them, it's a big family ordeal, and I don't get one-on-one time with them. So I got to just really hang out with them and chill and see my sister. I obviously love to see her kids, but I also do love to see my sister and get to like talk and hang out with my sister. So that was also cool, because I miss my siblings, and I wish my siblings were around.
Yeah.
Like hanging out with your siblings is good energy.
Yeah, good energy.
Yeah.
I just like can't relate to the whole like being so excited.
Children.
Like children. If you guys can't tell, I'm not a fucking child person. Like I don't see it. Like me and Taylor will be walking downtown or something,
like,
and
baby!
she'll see a baby. She's like, "Oh my god, look at that baby!" I'm like, "Ew, fuck!" Like, ew.
But like, I
or
don't
like, you'll show me pictures of like your niece, like the newborn, and I'm like, "Oh my god."
Okay, yeah. Well, I was telling my sister, I'm like, I didn't even know what she looks like, because when they're born, like newborn babies are like terrifying
aliens,
and then like they really have to kind of settle. Like their face, like they need to like settle, because they're like, hello, we're literally in a stomach, which is crazy. Like I look at her, I'm like telling my sister, she was in you. Yeah. She was in your stomach. It's so freaky. But they have to settle, and they have no control over their face, like no control over their facial muscles. So her eyes are rolling in the back of her head, and her tongue sticking out, because she has no control over herself. But now that she's a month old, she's settled into a person. She still barely has control over her face, But
she's like a fucking drunk, like
yeah, she just looks
she's
wasted.
like,
Yeah.
it's like wasted.
Yeah, but she's so freaking cute and tiny, like way cuter in real life than I like could like get through the picture. She's so cute and little, and something about like, I don't know, like your sister's kids, like I don't know, like I feel like they're my children. Like I just love them.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so cool to me that like my sister is a mom. Her house is chaos though. 2 toddlers and a newborn.
I know.
I
can imagine.
It is like crazy in there. Crazy. And they had me as a third helping hand.
Yeah.
Like they would go do stuff with the other kids and I would take the baby. So I was asking my sister after, what happens when I'm not here? I was like, because we all seemed occupied. Like, how would this have occurred without me being here to help? And she's like, I don't know, we get it done. I'm like, clearly.
My nightmare. Literally my nightmare.
It's definitely, it gave me like baby fever because I like the baby, but not have 3 kids.
Yeah.
You know?
Like,
I like
I'll
this
only
one
have
baby.
like one. Maybe one. You're lucky if I pop out a second.
I want 2 because I want them to have a sibling.
Yeah, but like, I feel like
Unless
I don't even know, bro. Like
if I live near my sisters and they can grow up with their cousins and are really, really close with their cousins, I could maybe get past it. Because if they kind of see their cousins as sibling energy,
that's
maybe
how I am
I
with
could
my
get past
family.
it. But I just love my siblings and I'd want them to like have that.
Yeah.
Like that brother sister relationship. But I definitely was like, oh my God, babies are so cute. Because newborn babies are kind of easier than toddlers in the sense that they don't do anything.
Yeah.
Like the toddlers run around and can like burn the house down.
Yeah. Kind of like a puppy.
Yeah, like the newborn just lays there.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to change it. I changed quite a few diapers. I feel like, have you ever changed a diaper?
Dude, yeah, I used to babysit, believe it or not. Isn't that crazy?
Someone
I fucking
needs to go
hated
check
it.
on those
Dude,
kids.
Dude, I know. They're definitely not well.
They're in therapy. Like, I had this
No, dude, like the kids
babysitter.
like loved me though. They did love me. Like, I don't know how the fuck I got the job. I was just like so desperate for like good money because babysitting pays good.
Yeah, hell yeah. I used to
And
babysit too.
I literally had like, this was at the time when I had like 5 jobs at once. Like I was hopping job to job to job. And then like I got a babysitting gig for like this one family. And they had a newborn baby and then like a toddler. And like I'd always be hanging out with the toddler. But luckily around the time that I would get there, like the newborn would be asleep like for the night. Because they would put the baby down
early, yeah.
Yeah, and I would just hang out with the toddler, but I'm like, fuck. Like, if the baby, like, if I heard the baby crying upstairs, I would be like, fuck, damn it. Like, this sucks. And I get so pissed.
Yeah, I bet those kids are in therapy talking about how they had this.
No,
the
the toddler loved me. Like, the toddler literally, like, would beg his mom, being like, when is she coming back?
Yeah, the kids I babysat loved me.
And
too.
I worked at a daycare, too. Dude, I just did it for the money.
I like could not picture you working at a daycare. I feel like you would hit the children.
No, like my job was like really easy. I was just kind of like there to like make sure that like if we went to the playground, they weren't fucking hopping the fence or someone wasn't trying to steal a kid from hopping over the fence or like making sure like the kids weren't like fighting or something. Like I wasn't doing much.
Right, I feel like you were just like
or like cleaning up or walking them to the bathroom. Like I was like the bathroom line, like transportation. Like I'd walk them to the bathroom.
Great. Move all the little kids that like shit their pants.
Yeah, like he'd be like holding his ass, like I gotta go take a shit. I'd be like, oh my god. So I would have to wipe some of their asses.
Ew.
Yeah. What do you mean, ew? You were just bragging about how you were fucking changing diapers.
Changing a diaper and wiping a toddler's butt. So different.
Dude, and they'd have to step on the step stool to like go wash their hands too, and they like didn't know how to fucking wash their hands. And I'm like literally like putting their hands in my hands and like washing their hands. I'm like, you fucking idiot. Don't put me in a daycare.
I would not let you watch my kid.
No, dude, like I would do a good job. Like I'm responsible. But it's like when it's done, when the job is done, like I'll complain about it for like hours on end. Be like, that was horrible.
Well, I thoroughly enjoyed my weekend. I loved it.
Your sister's listening to this right now. Don't let Sam come visit.
I loved it. I had a great time just being an auntie.
Yeah.
And playing in the museum.
I
dug
the
some
opposite.
fossils. Played on a playground. Like, What more can you ask for?
Yeah, my weekend was obviously very different. I stayed here. I had the house to myself, which was great.
Okay, ouch.
I had the house to myself. I got so much cleaning done on Friday. Like, literally scrubbed this entire place top to
I
bottom.
was literally like, someone's bored.
Dude, I was so fucking bored on Friday because I knew, like, I didn't really, like, want to leave the house because I've been doing this thing where I, like, do hair masks now. My hair is dead. Like, it's fried. And when I do these hair masks, it takes, like, 2 hours. It's a 2-hour process because you gotta let it sit for 30 minutes and whatnot. And then you have to hop back in the shower. But anyway, so during that time, I was cleaning the entire place. And then later that day, I knew I was going to a concert with my boyfriend. We were going to Dominic Fike, which is an outdoor concert. And I knew I didn't want to step outside because the heat here is horrible. So all the way up until the time I was going to leave for the concert, we were going to get dinner beforehand. We went to like this fancy-ass restaurant, got a bunch of seafood, which it was nice because I never really get seafood here in Austin anymore. And I would definitely rate that restaurant high up there, but I can't really compare it to any other seafood restaurant because I haven't been to many. But yeah, we went to the concert, got like 3 drinks total. Like when we were at the concert, bro, guess how much a Truly and a beer was? Tall boys.
35.
Yes. A Truly and a fucking beer. And we looked at each other, we're like, we're not getting another drink. Like, it's not worth it.
I'm so good.
Dude, like, it's not worth it. Like,
concerts are just known expensive drinks.
Yeah, like, but it's just not worth, like, I'm not going to get a buzz off of 2 Trulies.
And it's, like, the effort it takes to go to a bar and get one.
Dude, because we're going to lose our seats. So our seats were the lawn. So we didn't have seats. We had, like, a section on the grass. And, like, those can easily get taken. So we went once. And luckily our seats were still there. Because we actually oh my God, did I tell you I ran into Abby?
Abby 20-something?
Yeah, dude. So I knew she was going to the concert because we obviously were mutuals on Instagram. And she posted that she was going. I was like, I swiped up and I was like, holy shit, like I'm going too. Maybe I'll see you. And then, of course, the first person I see when I walk in there is her. She's there with her sister. And then we just sat down next to her. We were all hanging out for a little bit, just recapping.
Was the concert good?
Yeah, the concert was so good. So good. And like we knew majority of the songs. He released an album this past month, so a lot of the songs were the new album songs, which I was like, fuck, I should have listened to the like phone oh my God, phone number, 3 nights, Mona Lisa at the hotel with my and most of his music is shit that I like am playing in my car. But yeah, so we went to that, and then we ended up just going back to his place and staying in for the night, which felt so great on the soul, waking up that morning knowing I was not hungover. But I felt hungover because I didn't go to bed until like 2 in the morning because we were
half
just like hanging out.
Half a hangover is just tired.
Yeah, dude, it really is. So then Saturday, I, again, didn't really want to do much involving alcohol, so a bunch of us just went to the pool to hang out at our friend's apartment pool, did that. No one was in town.
I noticed that. I felt like I was...
No, like literally no one in our friend group was in town. So there was not a lot of people around. And also that fucking stupid fight, the Jake Paul fight was Saturday night. So none of the boys wanted to go out. And I was like, whatever. All I really want to do is go get dinner and get another drink. So we have been trying to do at least one new place every weekend, whether it's like a bar or restaurant. So we went to In Cahoots, which is literally right across the street from Lucky Duck. And I'm telling you right now, give it fall. That's going to be the new Lucky Duck. Like the new place that everyone's going to go before they go out on East.
Well, I'm excited. If we go there Friday, I'm going to bring my parents.
Yeah. Like it's 100% going to be the new place. The only problem with it right now is because it's just opening is that I think they're trying to figure out the whole like bar scene inside of it. Because there's like 4 food trucks in there and 1 bar. And I'm like, you can't be having 1 bar. The line for the drinks was so long. So we literally left because of how long the line for the drinks were. We got lucky when we got in there. There was no line. And then we finished our drinks because there's like a bunch of games. So there's like cornhole, human-sized Jenga, Connect 4. Yeah, like we were playing everything. But
I love a bar with a game.
No, it was so fun. It was just the 2 of us too. It was me and my boyfriend just like hanging out. And then we went over to the bar, and I'm not even kidding, the line for the bar was like 20 people deep. And I was like, I'm not waiting in this. So we were just like, fuck it, we're going home. And we got home we came back to my place, and we got back around 8, and we just watched movies for the rest of the night. Made some popcorn. He ordered fucking Chinese food. He's obsessed with Asian food and Chinese food. Like, obsessed with it. See, yeah, you are too, but I'm just not. Like, I love, and he doesn't like spicy, which is the biggest red flag. Because, like, if I'm craving something like buffalo tenders, he's like, nah, I'm craving like shrimp fried rice. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I want buffalo tenders.
I should date your boyfriend instead.
Yeah. Yeah, because Jonah likes spicy. So, yeah, let's just do a fucking switch.
Or like, it's like, oh, we're both ordering food. Like, rather than like the normal, like me and Jonah would be on the same Uber Eats and like you guys would Uber Eats. Like, we're home. Switch. I'll be like, I almost said his name. I'll be like, what do you want?
Yeah.
like
give me that shrimp fried rice, man.
Like we can order one thing.
Yeah.
And like y'all can get your like extra hot chicken
for
yourselves. And like we'll
like
order.
All I'm craving when I'm starving is like something like buffalo-y or spicy. That's all I want.
Yeah. I literally made my boyfriend spaghetti like with red sauce and broccoli and he put Tabasco in it.
Yeah, that's something I would do. Or like the red pepper flakes.
See, that's kind of a little more normal. He was like, I'm going to put Tabasco in it. I was like, okay.
Yeah. But, dude, I was literally thinking about it. I'm like, so I saw somebody else make a TikTok about this. I don't know if Sammy, if you still listen to our podcast, I don't know if you do. Shout out to you because you're the one that literally made the TikTok about this and I commented on it. But she's new to her relationship too. And she was like, dude, like someone let me know. I've not been in a relationship in so long. And like, what's the appropriate amount of time you should be spending with your boyfriend? Because like,
You're stressing
dude,
about
I'm
it.
fucking stressing about it.
You're
like
stressing
so
about
hard.
It's whatever. It's different for everybody and how your time is when you hang out. Like some people see their boyfriend every day.
And I just like can't do that.
No, but some people might see their boyfriend every day, but you're more... I don't know the word. I can see my boyfriend every day if we both have I work from home. He can sometimes do some things from home. I can see him every day if he wanted to like come by and eat lunch and work where we're not really I'm getting my stuff done. You're getting your stuff done. You just would like to come here.
Yeah.
Or like maybe during the day we're hitting the gym and it's kind of like we can work out together. We can work together. It's an hour, maybe 2. And we're not necessarily like on top of each other, like talking so much or doing so much. We're just kind of being in the same space.
Yeah.
I could do that every day. I can't do like stay over late and watch TV every day because I have shit I have to do. So I think it depends
I wish I could
on
do
the
that.
person. And it's like for me, we don't hang out that much during the week. I spend every single second of the weekend with him.
I can't do that. Like I realized this
I can't do
weekend,
it
I was
anymore.
like, bro, where are my girlfriends?
No, I can't do it anymore. Not even in that sense. In that like now, like I just have so much I need to get done. And before, a lot of like my Sunday type reset tasks, like I could do on a Monday, and I can't anymore. And I might like I need to. I can't have my weekends be lazy weekends. I need to get shit done on a Sunday, like like something productive in me. And that's kind of the thing, like either you got to leave or if you're cool with like sit on the couch, watch whatever you want. Like I have shit to do.
Yeah.
Like, but it's like I need to get shit done on the weekend, which is like what I've just like figuring out my new schedule. I'm like, I need my Sunday.
Yeah. I realized like this past weekend, which I mean, we've been dating for a month. So like
Wow.
I know our month anniversary was yesterday.
So the day before yesterday. No,
the 8th was yesterday.
Oh yeah, because mine was today.
Yeah. No way. Crazy. We're so close.
I know you just wanted to like copy me. It's fine.
What's that audio on the Kim K?
I got married in Italy. Am I saying you copied me by getting married in Italy?
You should make that into a TikTok.
Yeah, I'm gonna clip like me referring to my boyfriend as Sneaky Link in the whole video.
Yeah.
Like I got married in Italy. Are you saying you stole my wedding country? That's the funniest fucking audio literally ever.
Literally.
Who performed at my wedding? Andrea Bocelli.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Fuck, what was I gonna say? But yeah, so we've been dating for a month and like every weekend has been different, but this past weekend I like realized I was itching to see my girlfriends. So on Sunday, I went to the pool with Haley and I was like, oh my God, this feels so good. Like it's so like nice.
See,
like,
but for me to be able to do that, I just like, it just needs to be like a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because then in the weekend, like it's hard to get people, it's hard to get people all in the same space. But if I know like Friday we're doing dinner, like then Friday we're doing dinner. Or like if we say like Saturday, the girls are going to the pool, I need to like get my cat, like I need like a set in stone day.
I think that's the difference between us is like you'll like I feel like you won't like reach out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, I've never been like that. Not that I've never been like that. I'm just like always a more introverted person. Like it's not my first thought to be like, I would love to be in a group of people right now.
Yeah, not even group though, because like it was just me and Haley at the pool.
Yeah, but even like it's not my first thought to be like, what are people doing?
Yeah,
because I'm just more introverted,
I guess. But I don't know. It just felt nice to like. Which I hope he just fucking listens to this.
Also, especially right now, like when I tell you guys, like my mind is a dumpster fire. My mind is a dumpster fire. That like right now, it's like just I can't.
Yeah, but.
Wait, you hope he doesn't listen to this because what?
Because I hope he's not like, oh my God, she hates hanging out with me. That's not it. It's just like when we hang out.
You would say that. He's so sensitive.
But you were saying, I know, he's such a simp.
He's so sensitive.
But no, like you were saying with how like, oh, I can hang out with him like during the week. Like he can't do that. Like to do work or whatever. Right. I wish he could. But it's like when he comes over, we're literally like stuck in my room because he can't go anywhere in the house because of the cat. He's like severely allergic to the cat, which he left last night early because his allergies were so bad. I was like, you need to get the fuck out of here.
Like, man the fuck up.
I know. Allergies are for girls only.
I think anyone with allergies needs to man up, man or woman. Like, why is this like cat? Like
this cat is powering your life, dude.
Like, why is it making you so ill?
He's literally like laying in bed. He's like, I'm like, geez, like, and he's like literally snots like going down his nose.
And he takes allergy medicine?
Yeah, bro. He like goes crazy with the allergy medicine when he comes over. I know.
That's insane. Yeah, he needs to find a way to fix that.
Yeah, which is like my fault. Phineas has been in my room a lot lately, so I need to like work on that. But
he should just like get his like immune system up or whatever.
I know.
Is that what it is? I don't even think.
Wait,
that's
can
what
you do that? No,
No,
you definitely can't do that.
That's
like saying someone with peanut butter is like get their immune up.
You can grow out of allergies.
Well, yeah, you can grow out of it, but that's you can't like get your immune up by being like eat this peanut butter.
Can. Remember the carrot girl?
No.
So on TikTok, this is like throwback, but if you know, it was very viral. She was allergic to carrots. So she had a little timer. Every single day, she would eat a little more carrot and like set a timer and see if she had a reaction and like always have allergy med on standby till she could eat a whole carrot.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe it was just like placebo and she was like actually growing out of it.
No, like she was allergic to the carrot. Like
no, but like yeah, she was definitely allergic, but I don't think actually eating the carrot was causing her to get less of an allergy. Maybe she was just happened to be growing out of it.
No, because growing out of it's like a year-long thing. This was like a few months. Like growing out of it is like you had the allergy when you were 4.
Yeah,
and now
yeah.
20.
Like my cousin used to be allergic to peanut butter.
Yeah, not like in this year I grew out of it. Like she really like did the whole. There's another girl I think that lived in Austin that did the same thing with nuts at her doctor. She'd go and eat more nuts every time.
Bro,
I don't know.
I'm not.
If you have a bad cat allergy,
please, I need to know how to get rid of it.
Tap in. What do you do?
Because it honestly kind of gives me the ick.
That would give me. It gives me. The
Dude,
ick.
he's like he'll be like snotting up a storm in the corner of my room, like.
This podcast is you like putting your boyfriend on blast.
Dude, I know. He told me not to go on blast ever ago. Sorry.
Yeah. I was like, did you listen to the podcast? He's like, what'd you say about the armpit thing? I'm like,
dude, yeah, I told him about that. But the thing is like anything I would say on here, I would say straight to his face.
That's yeah, but I don't think this is the same scenario because there's a lot of stuff I would say to my boyfriend's face that I wouldn't tell 20,000 people.
Dude, I know. So
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. So the other day, like one of you guys DM'd me like about him, like something I said on the podcast. I think it was the urban thing. And I'm just cracking up and he's looking at me. He's like, what are you laughing about?
You.
I go, yeah, I literally go, you. He goes, what do you mean you? I go, I mentioned on the podcast how you want me to tickle your armpits. And he was like, bro, what? I was like, don't stress it. Don't stress it. I was like, they thought it was funny because it's relatable and their boyfriend does the same. He's like, oh, all right, word. Bro, boys are weird.
He's very sensitive.
I know.
More than I thought.
I know. Because he was such a Mr. Tough guy when we first started like talking.
Not even like Mr. Tough guy, but kind of like I didn't think he really cared about anything.
Yeah, I know.
Like I thought he
like,
was
he had
just
no
very
emotions.
Like very, very like chill, go with the flow. Like everything's kind of a joke. Like kind of just ha. And it's very emotional, very serious.
Yeah, like he gave you a hug yesterday.
Yeah. I don't know why we're
that
talking
was so
about that.
weird.
I don't know why we're talking about that.
It's just so weird. Like hugging is such a weird thing.
Kissing is a weird thing.
Okay. But it's just like I like hugging people, but like I'm not gonna like I don't ever hug you.
We don't hug.
I don't like hugging you.
Well, I think like girlfriends like have different levels of like. There's different types of girlfriends. Like some girlfriends like cuddle on the couch.
Yeah, that's. I just cannot cuddle you on the couch. I'm sorry.
No, but I feel the same way. Like I don't give you hugs.
Or like some of our girlfriends will be like, "All right, love you, bye," and I'm like,
I don't say
that, but I wouldn't say that to anyone. Like I wouldn't be like it was not my first thing to say bye to someone by being love you, bye. Like I'll just be like, bye, like see you later. Like not love you, bye.
Yeah, or like some like girlfriends like literally like will walk in like hold hands or like just
ew. No, wait, stop. Wait, really?
I didn't think so.
Do you anyone listening? Do you guys like hold hands with your best friends?
Not like walk like more so like like kind of like if you're like taking a photo maybe like not like just like random all the time.
Oh,
I don't know, but I think there are friends that are like more touchy.
Yeah, there definitely are.
Like way more touchy.
Maybe
we should hug more.
No. Oh. I'm getting awkward.
Let us know in the comments. Tap in. How to get rid of cat allergies. Do you hug your girlfriends? This is very important information for science.
Yeah, just
I need answers.
I'm not like, and then like the also thing to add to that is like you already knew I wasn't like a super affectionate person, so now when you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you're like,
so fucking
like,
weird.
Whoa, you're like that's so weird.
It's so weird because even us, like we don't call in FaceTime all the time.
Yeah,
like I FaceTime you if I need something, not to just chit chat for fun. And maybe that's just because we live together, so we never like need to do that. But when you're just talking to your boyfriend or like cuddling on the couch, I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it's definitely strange. Like even like another thing, holding hands in public. We've done that a lot lately. And you know,
he's your boyfriend.
Well, that's so valid. I would hope he would do that. So no, but he does like obviously does do that. But it's just like I used to get the ick from other guys when they weren't my boyfriend. Like if we would hold hands in public, I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that?
Well, yeah, because that's like super weird. Because I had that really funny incident where a guy did that and then later in the day apologized for it. And it was just funny that we both had that thought in our mind the whole day of why'd you hold my hand? That hours later, he said, I'm sorry I held your hand. I didn't know why I did that. I'm like, all good. Don't do it again.
Yeah, that's so funny.
I feel like I don't know how that suddenly becomes a thing. It just goes from weird to not weird.
I know, dude.
I think
and like we were also talking about the fact that we're literally dating strangers. I cannot get over it.
Don't even bring me to that topic because
no, like
it freaks me out.
It's
like
so fucking scary.
Like what if you're a serial killer? Like Ted Bundy had a girlfriend.
No, literally, and like it's so much easier to date someone in high school or college or just from your hometown in general because you've seen them around. Like, you know so much about them.
I know where you live.
I know your family.
We grew up in the same area. You are literally a fucking stranger. Like, everything you've told me about your life could be fake.
Yeah.
It could be.
Literally. Or, like, even, too, with just, like, scenarios of, like, being put into a scenario and, like, how they're going to react to it. It's like,
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Because half the time, if I dated someone, I've seen them in the world in public so much
that you have an idea.
Even for years. Maybe I saw you grow up. I saw your friends grow up. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And you're just a stranger. Like, I just think every single thing my boyfriend has ever told me about where he's from could be not true.
Like, he'll describe his family, and I'm like, I don't believe it. Not that I don't believe it, but I'm just like, it's just so crazy that like I have to do some like investigation or like I have to like.
Oh, I went deep into Facebook.
You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
everyone was private.
Whereas like my boyfriend from high school is like, I didn't have to like go out of my way to like research this.
Like your little brother goes to our school.
Like exactly. You know what I mean? Like your little brother walks the same hallways as me.
My high school boyfriend, like my last boyfriend, his mom was our high school principal.
Yeah.
Like I know your family. Like I you live 10 minutes away, you know?
It's
it's
weird.
Just crazy. It's super weird. it's very strange. Also, bringing someone like into your home, it's
I
like here's
know.
this random fucking dude.
And that's what kind of sucks too, is like dating strangers now. I feel like my relationship with my boyfriend for my family is never going to be as deep and as good as it was with my other exes, because
Bingo.
they're not going to be like around them.
Bingo.
Like going to like family holidays, like when I go home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's going to be weird. It's not going to be normal.
Yeah, like all my even my siblings now that are dating strangers but they still are from Miami, but they're strangers, they're random people. They're around so often. They're always around. And now, okay, you might see my family once a year.
Mm-hmm.
They're kind of like, it's just not going to be the same.
Yeah,
which
not
is kind
the
of
same.
like, I've had those really, really close to your family kind of relationships, and I kind of prefer not that I don't want people to meet my family, but I don't think I need you to be so like right away. Like, you don't need to be like part of the family. You can just be like my boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Like, I'm kind of okay with that.
Because then it also like puts a lot of like
a lot of pressure on it.
Yeah, because like I've had 2 exes where like my family liked one of them and then did not like the other one. So like I've been in both scenarios.
My family likes people too easily.
Yeah, I've like no, but I've been in the situation of like both the breakups. Not saying I'm gonna fucking break up with my current boyfriend, but I'm just saying like of like the pressure part of like having a boyfriend with family is like I've been in the situations of like my parents were so pushy for me to break up with the other ex when they saw me going through it. They were like, yeah, like he doesn't treat you great, and like putting their input. Or like the other ex when it was like, oh, but we really love him.
Yes,
like, we don't want to see him go.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, like
it's like,
but
well,
I don't know what to tell you.
No, that's like, I agree. Like that kind of like, oh, like
to this day, my parents still bring him up.
Right.
And I'm like, chill with it.
Do my parents? They'd probably bring them up more if I saw them in person, but they definitely, like, they follow him on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like very much. And like, I feel like I don't know if on their own, maybe they check in, like, in terms of like he plays sports. Like, do they look to see what's going on? You know, because they like had that kind of relationship, and I almost kind of don't need it to be as stressful, because I was the same way where it's like, oh, but this, that, and the other. I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
like I get it. But oh my God, my boyfriend's probably listening to this. Like,
yeah, probably.
Like, you don't want me.
I don't know. It's just been so fun.
It's
like,
not that I don't want
someone
someone to be close to my family. I just don't need that. Like, oh, you're part of the family. Like so fast or like so soon. Mm-hmm. You can just like be my boyfriend.
Yeah.
That they like, and you can like come around, but I think they're just like a little bit of separation.
Mm-hmm. So crazy. But
so
it's a really fun like learning process for me, just because I haven't been in a relationship for 5 years, so I'm like trying to figure it out day by day. Like each scenario, I'm like, oh my God. The biggest thing I was stressing about it was the time thing. I was like,
whatever feels right.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just like, I need my me time. I need my girl time.
Then you get to a point where you live together and you're together every single second of every
day. Yeah, but
day.
that's different because you're just like living life next to each other. Yeah. Whereas like when we're hanging out, it's like we are full up, like
together.
We're literally like stuck by the hip. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then you live together, and then it's the other aspect of how much time is just living together time, living in the same space, and how much time is hanging out time.
Yeah.
Kind of like how we live together.
Because I think I would rather like live with him than like have to like constantly do the like
same, because then I can do
attached
whatever
by
I
hip.
want.
Exactly.
I can do whatever I want, and I know we're like sleeping together.
Because like every night when we do hang out, it's like I kick him out at like 9:30 because I'm like I need my bedtime. Like, sorry, you're leaving at 9:30. That's when you're leaving. But like
you could just go to bed at night, like
get
into bed and go to sleep, and he can just stay and go to work.
And when we're hanging out, I'm not scrolling on my phone or anything. Like, it's just like so like we're in, because like I said, I can only hang out in my bedroom, so we're laying in bed, and I just like don't scroll on my phone. I don't do anything. Where it's like it would be nice like to like kind of just like decompress and like do my nighttime thing and whatnot. But
like if I lived with my boyfriend, the nights he was over, instead of like, oh, now we need to hang out and watch a show together, I could read.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we live together.
Yeah, like my like nighttime routine is like give or take 20, 30 minutes at night. And it's like, I don't know, like I wish I could just do that. And like you could also do that because you also live
and you
here.
could, and like you could do your thing.
Yeah. You know?
Oh my God. They should move in.
Yeah. Right. Dude, my boyfriend already just like literally thinks he lives here. When he comes straight in, he goes straight to the fridge, straight to the pantry. I'm like, help yourself.
And he'll eat my snacks.
I know, literally.
Oh, so does my boyfriend. He, where did we come from? I think he was going to kickball. He's like, I'm gonna go grab a snack out of the cabinet because like he knows like the protein bars are in there. He's like, I'm taking snacks. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, it's like not that we care. Like I don't care.
No, but when are you buying groceries?
But I'm like, I just like don't feel the need to do that at your place. Like I'm not going through your pantry, through your fridge. I sit on the couch and go, do you have any snacks for me? And he'll bring me a snack.
See, but if he was like, do you have snacks? I'd be like, you know where the snacks are.
Yeah. That's so true.
Like, can I get water? Do you not know where the cups
And
are?
dude, he's I'm done. I'm going to go on a rant and I don't want to go on a rant.
We'll just have them on and we'll sit here and just berate them.
Yeah, literally. Literally.
Yeah.
If he listens to this, he's gonna be like, oh my God, like you were talking so negatively about me. Like say some positives. Okay, some positives are that I do really love our one-on-one time, like when we're out in the public for the streets. Like
I
this
love
past
doing
weekend,
things in the world by on
no,
dates.
like just like the two of us, like in this world. Like I was literally thinking about it. Like I just forget the rest of the world exists.
Mm-hmm.
It's so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we'll be walking the streets, and I just think we're living in a movie scene, and like it's just us two that are like the focal point, and everything else just doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm. That's why that night when you guys were at Latchkey and we stayed and we were dancing to that music.
Yeah,
It's like, why didn't we come? I'm like, because I like genuinely forgot other things were going on.
yeah,
Like I was just kind of in a trance.
yeah.
But yeah, contrary to what we say, we do like them.
We do like them. Like we're not just like suffering. Like I swear.
Sometimes.
It's just his allergy, bro. Like it needs to end. Like I want to be able to just sit on the couch.
Yeah, like your man can't sit on the couch.
I know.
That's a problem. We could get him his own, like, put like a chair in your room that you like roll out to the living room.
Literally. Well, every time I wear like a sweatshirt or anything, like I have to change.
Oh my God.
No, but I'm not even kidding. Like one time he like came over and I was on the couch, and then he came over and then we went into my room and I had the sweatshirt on. Within 2 minutes of us like cuddling with me wearing the sweatshirt.
Maybe he's allergic to you.
Maybe. That's so facts. I honestly hope so. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I've been fucking chilling. My period is probably coming next week. I've been PMSing like crazy this week. So
yeah, my period is soonish in the next couple days. I'll be bleeding. And my boyfriend's always like, you're about to get your period? I thought you were just on your period. I'm like, yep, once a month.
Yep, once a month. Or like they don't understand that like you PMS before your period.
Right, so
he's like, so do you have your period? I'm like, no.
So 2 weeks out of the month is either the week before my period or I'm on my period. So it's like super fast.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, no, half the month I'm PMSing, half the month I'm happy. What aren't you getting?
Yeah. He's like, oh, so you're like angry and like nauseous and like sad? Like you must have your period. I'm like, no. He's like, what's pissing you off right now? I'm like, nothing. I just want to cry for no reason.
Yeah, for sure.
So fun. All right, let's get into the skincare. I love talking about boys.
Yeah, let's talk about our skincare because skin is such a journey, and let's just like do we want to kind of like, because our things are so different, kind of like we can each like you could do your stuff, then I can do my stuff, or like I can.
Yeah,
like,
I was kind of like gonna go in a different realm with it though, like not necessarily the stuff I do, but
mine's
how
not really stuff I do more. And it's like kind of tips.
Yeah, mine's more of like how I started my skincare journey / like got into it, because like it can be really overwhelming. And like for me at least, like I grew up in a family where like I have 2 brothers. My mom's not super into makeup or anything, like more like on the tomboyish side of a mom, like not really like doing any of that stuff. So like I did not start a skincare routine literally until like beginning of like 2022. So it's been like a year and a half, 2 years of me doing a skincare routine. And all before that, my quote for quote skincare routine was literally moisturizer and like a Neutrogena like face wash in the shower. Like I literally didn't even like wash my face in the morning. Like it's like I literally would only wash my face in the shower. Like so bad to even think about. But at the time, like I thought my skin was perfect because like I had no breakouts, which I do have to say right now, like just because you don't have breakouts doesn't mean you have good skin.
Yeah, there's other issues with skin besides breakouts. And some people have breakouts, and there's some people I see that have acne, but their skin, like everything else is perfect. Like they have breakouts, but it's hydrated and their under eyes are smooth.
Yeah.
And like everything is kind of perfect. There's just a few breakouts, but there's no scars. It's hydrated.
Yeah.
I see that in people sometimes. I'm like, okay, you might have a few breakouts, but your skin is
But
beautiful.
that's for like the people that obviously have a skincare routine. Like you're just not I'm
Right,
convinced
that's a
no one's
skincare
gifted
routine.
like that.
That's
Okay.
yeah.
So like for the people that don't have a skincare routine and are like, oh, my skin's perfect, like I don't need a skincare routine, like I only break out like when I get my period, like stop with the little ego that you have, because I'm gonna tell you right now, like your skin is not perfect. When I thought my skin was perfect, when I compare it to what it is now to 2 years ago, like I was like a wrinkly bag, like so much sun damage, like dead skin, like I literally just like didn't upkeep my skin and I looked like old, like
It's like you took
older.
a layer of skin off.
Yeah, literally. So
Which you probably did, because if
No,
you
yeah,
weren't
100%.
exfoliating, weren't doing anything, there was probably just so much that wanted to get off.
So that's just like kind of where I started with my skincare routine 2 years ago of the unknown, which we can obviously get into like my tips and tricks for myself of how I got into it. But if you want to like jump in before.
Yeah, so I've been dealing with skin problems like ever since I can remember. I've always had acne prone skin. In high school, it got really bad, but I always grew up like I had blackheads on my nose. Like that kind of everyone has, like, you know, if you like kind of like squeeze at your nose, like shit comes out, like there's just like that like sebum in your nose. Like I've always had like blackheads, and then in high school I was really starting to break out, and I was always so frustrated because all I wanted was to not freaking have that. So I went through so much stuff. I tried everything, every routine, every product, and then like there was that phase where people are like, doing nothing on your skin helps, like, you know, like gentle cleanser, like nothing, like washing your face less helps, and it's like that made it worse. Then I went to go see a dermatologist, which they prescribed me oral medication and some topical stuff that was really, really intense, like these really, really intense retinoids plus this antibiotic, which did help my skin, but the stuff I was on was so intense. It wasn't Accutane, but I couldn't go in the sun. If I went in the sun with that stuff, when I tell you guys, my skin would flake off. Like I could take my hand and brush against my face and just skin would fall to the floor, like flakes of dead skin. It made my skin so sensitive, and I was like, this sucks. And it was like an antibiotic, which you're not supposed to be on for a long time. So I stopped doing that and have just been like ups and downs and finding what works for myself, because then also obviously we went off birth control, so much goes into my acne. Some of it is just genetic and how my skin is, because like I said, I've had it for a long time. Some of it's hormonal. I always get a lot of advice over DMs, which like I appreciate, because I know people are trying to help, but everyone's like, try this in your diet, try that. Like my diet has changed so many times that I really don't think it's a diet thing, because
you've done it all.
I've done so much with the way I eat, like, and how I exercise and how I do anything, and like it's never made my skin better or worse. So I really don't think it's a food thing. I've literally had it forever, because some people are like, oh, it's because you were vegan, and I'm like, I had this in high school and I was not vegan. Like, and people tell me I should go vegan and that would clear my skin, like in high school when I wasn't. It's like, oh, going vegan will clear your skin. Oh, I'm vegan, I still have acne. Like, and then it's like, oh, I'm gonna slowly add animal products back in, because people are like, oh, that'll be better for your gut. I still have acne. Like, it's not, I don't think it's a gut thing. It's just a mixture of kind of the way my fucking skin is and my hormones. So an important note that I put on here is take care of your skin for the best that you can, like, because you want to try to do the best that you can, but also be okay with the fact that I don't think I'm someone that will ever have perfectly clear skin, at least once a month, like, I'm gonna get a fucking pimple. Like, and that is just how the cards were dealt. And that's fine. Like, and that's just something I kind of have to accept, that, like, I don't think, and if there is one day that gets me perfect, or just with age, it stops, that's cool. But I've stopped trying to strive for, like, pictures of girls online that have, like, this perfect glass skin. Like, that's just not fucking me. Like, I just don't have that. And you don't have to strive for that either, but you can still do the best you can to, like, manage it. I'm kind of in the phase where I manage my skin the best that I can. Rather than, like, look for some crazy solution.
Yeah. And I feel like this is a first, like, time in your life, at least, where, like, you've been, like, financially, like, doing it as well, which I think you can obviously get into.
Yes.
Which is, like, that's, like, a big thing, too. I feel as you get older, you can, like, financially afford to put more effort into stuff like that. Because, like, for me, like, college, high school, whatever, it's like
CVS.
Bro, yeah, like, I was getting CVS shit, and then I would get fucking shit from everyone online when I would post about my, like, Neutrogena, like, pink scrub face wash. Everyone would be like, that's so bad. And
by the way, like, there is really good stuff at the drugstore, but I just more so my products aren't even expensive. It's just that I went to go see an esthetician.
Yeah.
So I go to see an esthetician, and that costs money. It's not ridiculously expensive. Like, it's not, like, out of this world crazy, but it's pricey. Like, it's not a cheap, easy
what
thing
I would
to go
say
do.
though is, like, for especially college students, because our demographic is really big with college students, is, like, think about what your priorities are right now, like, financially, like, priorities with, like, yourself. Like, if something like your skin is, like, a big insecurity of yours, maybe take a step back from getting your nails done every month.
I haven't gotten my nails done in a long time.
And put that money towards getting a esthetician, can't fucking speak, and putting your money toward that, because maybe that's something that, like, you want to really work on, like, or you get lash extensions. Calling myself out, I used to fucking do this. Stop with the lash extensions. Like, put your money somewhere else for your self-care routine.
Yeah, I haven't got my nails done in a long time. One, I haven't had a lot of time. Two, I've been seeing an esthetician a lot, and I'm just trying to be, like, not spending my money like a dumbass. So I'm like, I'm literally just going to take a break on going to the nail salon, because I know I'm paying a decent amount of money to keep up with my skincare routine, because something we both do that is a tip that we can both talk on is you need to do something consistently for your skin and not change up products a million times.
Yeah.
Like, new products are fun, and I feel like with TikTok culture and, like, the influencer culture, you just want to try stuff. Like,
you want to use whatever your favorite content creator is using.
But you don't want to be changing products so often, because you're going to have no idea what works. So you can be, like, closely following it yourself. I do like to go see someone, because she makes me stay on a routine and tells me when to change it, tells me when to use everything. And I've stayed using consistent products for the past, like, over 6 months. And before, I was changing so much. I'd use a product, it wouldn't work. I'd go on TikTok, look for skincare best drugstore moisturizer, get a new one, you know, rather than, like, someone, like, really watching what I'm doing and being like, try this out, how do you react, keep it going for this amount of time, then I'm gonna look at you and really do it. And that's something, like, even if you're not seeing someone, staying consistent with a product or a routine for at least, like, a couple months before just buying all new crap and doing something else.
Yeah. We're obviously fortunate enough with social media comes a lot of PR. So in that sense, like, we've been given the opportunity to try a lot of new products. And that's where I've found the best, like, results with my skin is using a product consistently. And then if I ran out of that PR product, like, and started using another company's brand, I would notice differences in my skin. And that's how I would notice, like, holy shit, like, this product obviously is not the best for my skin. I'm going to go right back to the other product that I had and get more of that and put that back into my routine. So, like Taylor said, just, like, taking notes on what you're switching in and out.
Also, if you have acne, being really, really, really looking into the ingredients in skincare products for pore clogging ingredients, which you can listen to that Clear Stem episode. If you Google, like, F word Clear Stem on, like, Spotify or whatever, it should probably come up. But pore clogging ingredients are huge. It doesn't matter if it says on the front non-pore clogging. Look up on the Clear Stem website. They have a pore clogging ingredient kind of finder database thing. You copy and paste the ingredients, put them in there, Like literally look for the product on like Target or something. Target will have the ingredient list. Paste it. It'll tell you if there's pore clogging ingredients. I'm very, very picky. Not so much with makeup because you got to pick and choose your battles. But for skincare, I will not put something on my face if it says it's pore clogging ingredients.
Yeah.
So just like be mindful of that, of the ingredients you're putting on your face.
So yeah, for myself at least, when it came to like getting the knowledge and all this stuff too, because I know that can definitely be like overwhelming. Of like, fuck, like there's so much out there. There's TikTok. There's endless people just putting any info out there. The first thing that I did, which I didn't even realize I was actually doing, but this is kind of where it got it all started for me, is I went and got a facial, and I took full advantage of the fact that I was getting a facial, and I asked so many questions sitting down during that facial, just like asking, like she was looking at my skin, she was telling me what she thinks my skin type is, like products that I should probably be using, the amount of times a week that I should be exfoliating, like just getting as many questions out as you can from like a person one-on-one rather than on the internet makes the world of a difference. So if you're gonna go get a facial, like take advantage of the fact that someone who's knows what they're talking about you can ask questions to. My thing though with that is just be careful of what they're promoting to you, because they're obviously going to be like, oh my God, like this product out front at our store is like going to be perfect for you. Like avoid that at all costs, because I feel like anytime I've gone and get a facial, they're just going to promote the shit out of the products that they have at their spa.
Yeah, I like used to be like that, and now my mind has changed.
Well, the thing is, I was just going to get like a facial just to get a facial. Like I wasn't like, you're at least like working with her for your skin. Like it's not like I was going back to that lady to get a facial again. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I would say though, like the reason I think I like changed some of my mindset on that, because I was big on that. I was like, I just don't want to be sold things to be sold things, and I said that. Yeah. I was like, one, I did not realize some of them were as cheap as they were. Like when she was grabbing me a whole routine, I was like, does she think I'm about to pay $600 for all these bottles? They were drugstore price products. Yeah. They have different like levels of stuff. They have more expensive stuff, but I was shocked. I was like, she was like, oh no, they're not expensive. I was like, oh, amazing. I thought you were grabbing like $100 face wash, and I was gonna be like, put that back right now.
Yeah, no, that's what it was for me. Like literally so expensive.
They have expensive stuff in there for sure, but I think I realized like there's professional grade. Pretty much any industry has like professional grade products. Yeah. You know? Like, and there's like certain things you'd go and you get professional grade products for. Like, I can't like think off the top of my head, but like, I don't know, like you have like an injury somewhere, like you get the right stuff for it. Like just like professional grade products from like a licensed person that can only give you them. And I heard like really good things about the brand, and people like saw that I was using it and they were like, oh, that stuff works so well. So it's definitely like tricky in that aspect, but even if I don't keep using these products, because I mean I would like to, because like if something's working, there's like no reason to change it, but you can still get an idea of kind of what the routine is. Like let's say I stop using these products, I know what she gave me. Like, okay, we're doing a gentle cleanser, we're doing salicylic acid, and we're doing moisturizer. You know what I mean? Like, I still have an idea of what the products are. So even if you use them like one time, it's like, okay, similar to this. Like, I know what I'm looking for in a product, and I know what I'm looking for in a morning and night routine. But yeah, it definitely can be like tricky, because you have to remember like it is a business. But that's why it's really important to find someone you trust, because at the end of the day, you should be coming back less. Like I'm pretty much done-ish now. I'm doing 2 like peels on my face because I have acne scars, so I'm doing like 2 mini like peels, and then we're like kind of done. Like they should want to work you like out
as any business should be,
right? Like any business should be. And estheticians also one of those, and a lot of them I think just do consultations where they can like talk to you about your skin too, so you can also try to book one of those. But yeah, asking questions about that to people is so important. Like, because like I wouldn't have even like when I went and got that facial, like I wouldn't even like really have thought about it. And then I remember like after the facial going home that day, and then after like doing my own research like online, and then from there I was just like gaining more knowledge. We then ended up having the podcast with ClearStem, and then we were talking with them, and
I was obviously like, if you listen to that podcast, I was so fucking quiet in that podcast, like not really asking questions because I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. But I was sitting back listening and observing and like learning so much. So it's just like stuff like that. Listen to podcasts, get yourself over to like a facial, ask questions. And that's where like step one, at least for me, was learning what to do and then slowly creating a skincare routine and then following it consistently so that way I could see how products were responding and then getting more like deep with it.
And it's a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
Because it's truly what works for someone might not work for someone else because the causes of everyone's skin problems are completely different. For example, like I said, people reach out with a ton of advice. And once someone from my hometown reached out and was like, hey, like my skin looked just like yours. What helped me is like she took out all the active ingredients. So all the acids, the toners, the stuff that's a little more harsh and just did all gentle products. And I'm like, that doesn't work for me. Like if I don't have the like harsher stuff that's like going at the acne, my face will go insane. Like I need the active stuff, but it's like, yeah, our skin looked really similar and her face like cleared because some people might get acne because they're putting too much crap on their skin and they like, so it's like every person is so different and it does take a lot of trial and error. Even working with an esthetician who's a professional in it, it's like, hey, try this, keep me posted on like the first few weeks how it is. Like it's not just like try this, guaranteed it's gonna work, miracle worker.
Yeah,
it's like let me know how you're feeling and then we'll reassess because you don't know. Like you just don't know. You could be like allergic to something. It like gives you kind of a rash, like makes you itchy, like literally anything. It can be trial and error. Like for me, for the longest time, I thought I was allergic to benzoyl peroxide and everyone kept telling me to use benzoyl peroxide, but it would always make me itchy and red. I didn't know you could like put it on for only like 5 minutes and wash it off. Like she just like told me another way to use it. And it's like, we worked up the amount of time that my skin can handle it on my skin. And it's trial and error. You're not just going to find the right stuff for your skin the first time you buy product.
No.
Even with an esthetician. But that's the point. Like they'll help you and monitor.
Yeah. It's a long journey. Definitely a long journey.
Yeah.
But then that's why like after you start to really figure it out, it gets like more fun because now I've been adding in more things into like my routine because I've put less of a focus and less like energy in figuring out what works for my skin. So that way I can add in more things and just getting really consistent with it. Cause then once I figure out like my skincare routine, now I'm like really into like my hair care routine. And now I've been doing like hair masks and stuff, which I wouldn't have jumped into the hair mask stuff or like any of that stuff until I felt comfortable with like my skincare stuff, just because it's a lot. It's overwhelming.
It is very overwhelming. There's so much information out there. And like you said before, it's so hard to know what's right and what's wrong to put on your face. But I don't think there's any product that's like a miracle product.
No.
I think people are like, this is a miracle product, like this cleared my skin. I think it's like really a consistent routine. And obviously there's like, yeah, your products and your routine work, but it's like, that's probably not like the one thing. And they didn't like find it right away. Like, I feel like it's kind of like, oh my God, why can't I just find like a miracle product that's going to like make me look like that?
Yeah.
And I just like don't think it's one product fixing it for people. It's like how we've said before with people that lose weight and they're like, it was this. It's like, okay, it was also all of these other components that you're not listing. Like you're drinking more water, you're exercising, you're doing this, you're doing that. And it's like, you think it was one thing. And it's like, okay, it probably wasn't. So I don't think there's one like miracle product, but being consistent with your routine. And then obviously doing all the little things. Take your fucking makeup off before you sleep. Like wash your pillowcases, drink enough water, wash your face after the gym. Like all those little things you need to be doing. Like you cannot be complaining about acne. Cause like I tell this to myself when I wake up on a Monday and my skin looks like shit. Like if you slept in your makeup over the weekend, like that's your fault.
Yeah.
You did that to yourself. But then I throw on a mask. I put that in here as a note. Face masks, huge. Good ones. Good face masks change the game. Need to get a good face mask. 100%. Like, if you're going to get, like, put some money into something, get a good fucking face mask.
Yeah.
Like, don't get, like, Like when you go to like Target or Sephora and there's little like packaged ones with like flowers on them and it's
Yeah,
like floral
no.
sheen. Fuck
Those
that
make my
shit.
face burn.
Fuck that shit. You need like a good one. Okay.
Have you used the I don't know if I say their name
No,
right.
but
Cuddly?
I just realized in one, like I have like baskets of like products I haven't used. I have it.
Dude, you need to fucking use it.
Maybe it was your. I have no idea where I got it from.
Maybe it literally. Me and my boyfriend, the last like 2 Sundays have used it. It literally like. I just hit the mic. Literally sucks everything out of your pores. Like you put it on and like after it dries, like you just see all your pores like taking.
I'll maybe give it a
God.
try. I'll maybe give it a try. Like maybe
Yeah.
I have no idea where I got it. Like I have
It
so many
feels
things
so
of like
good.
products that I've just like accumulated that I haven't used, and I saw it in there. Like
yeah.
I'm like, was this yours? Like were we moving and this like ended up in my shit? Like why do I have this? Like I
Yeah.
have no idea, but I do have one.
Do it.
I'll do it up. But a good mask is everything, and I'm telling you, not those like crappy little ones. Like not those. Those are literally gonna give you a rash. Like no.
Yeah.
Don't use those.
Oh, and I know she already said exfoliate, but like I didn't realize the fucking justice of exfoliating. Like it's magical. Like I never exfoliated my skin, and now I do it like 2 to 3 times a week.
Not
But
overdoing it is huge.
I know it just depends on how much like makeup and shit I'm wearing that week, you know. But oh my god, my face just looks like a newborn baby the next day. Like it just like it's glowing because of all the dead skin that I just fucking
there's a lot of
removed.
exfoliating products on the market that are really, really harsh, and you don't want like fast things. Like I used to want something like so harsh, like some of the products that like you almost put on and they're like you almost feel like it stings when you put it on, and it's like you just want it to work so fast, and it's like no, like have things that are gonna work for the year and like slowly make you better, not something that's like gonna burn your face off.
Yeah, agreed. But do you want to quickly talk about like the
what we get
shit,
into our face?
what we inject into our face?
Sure, because I just went there today. I just went and saw Caleb to see my lips. By the way, I go to Vixen Aesthetics for my face. I was talking about an esthetician the whole time. Didn't tell you where I go. That's where I go. I see Jackie. Anyways, I just went to Caleb. We see Caleb at Westlake Aesthetics for our face to inject us up. Always on our Instagrams. If you ever forget, like it'll be on our Instagrams at some point. I literally just saw him today because I get lip filler. And he looked at them, gave them a little massage to like.
I love when he does that.
He was like, "Sorry, I know it hurts." I'm like, I kind of love it.
Yeah.
Like he was like apologizing for it being painful. I'm like, I'm obsessed. Like I love it. So he just like massaged them out for me, gave them a little look to see if they migrated, you know, if he needed to do anything, whatever. But I get lip filler and I love it, and yeah, like people have their like so many opinions on it. Like I get comments all the time like you didn't need it, and I'm like I literally never said I did. Who said I did? I don't. Mine are literally still settling. They were so fucking big the last time I got them filled, like so swollen. It was nuts, and I capitalized off that and made so many TikToks with my swollen lips so that everyone in the comments was like, "What'd you do to your face?" And all the girls were like, "Y'all, she just got lip filler like an hour ago." Like, have you never seen that? So I really capitalized off the trolls, but I do get lip filler. And I don't really touch anywhere else in my face except for the one time I got jaw Botox and the one time I got a little bit of Botox in my chin to get rid of my butt chin.
You did that?
A while ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was talking about it with him today. So I have a butt chin. I hate it. Some people tell me it's so cute. Like, people either like never point it out or they're like, "Oh my god!" Like they
don't notice.
They will literally be like, "I love your chin." I'm like, I hate my chin, and I've told myself like ever since I was younger, like I want to get it like. I didn't know anything about like Botox or filler, so I was like, I don't know what you inject to make it go away, but I want whatever that is.
Yeah.
Like I just want it smooth. So on the 2 parts of like the butt of the butt chin that like stick out, you can shoot Botox in because Botox like shrinks the muscle.
Okay.
So it like shrunk it down so that way the thing in the middle was less deep because the muscles on the side. And I'll show you. I have a before and after pic from my esthetician actually. But because it was a few months ago, there was still... My butt chin looks way worse now. Or not worse.
Wait, your butt chin looks worse now?
Like, more pronounced because it's worn off.
Oh.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
before, like...
So it's like something you need to go and do, like, constant
And he asked me
touch-ups.
today, he was like, have you worried about doing your chin again? And I was like, oh, why does it look bad? No, I'm kidding. I'm like, yo, I actually do. Like, I literally want to get that shit. Like, fucking... You can... It's a mix of putting Botox to calm these down and putting filler in the middle. To like smooth it out.
Okay. Gotcha.
But yeah, I did that once. And I think I want to do it again, but I just like dropped a bag on my fucking lips. So like we'll wait. And it's hard in the chair. He's like, you want to do your chin? I'm like, yes, I want to do my chin. And
Which
I'm like, no.
actually though, like for where we go, it's much cheaper than a lot. Like I'll talk about it publicly on like social media how much we pay, and it's $10 a unit, and that's cheap compared to a lot of people.
Also for lips, people were amazed when I told them how much I got, because at most places, apparently, this is the only person I've been to for this, so I don't have like vast knowledge of what they do. People were shook to the core because they were like, how much did you get in your lips? I said 1.2. And they were like, but they make you pay for the full second one. So most places, so I've learned, if you're doing 0.2, 0.5, 0.6, you still have to pay
for the whole thing. I know.
No, I was like, no, I only paid for the 0.2. I didn't pay for it. I got a syringe and a 0.2. They were like, what? I was like, yeah, because Caleb is good.
Yeah.
And Caleb doesn't charge me for a syringe I didn't fucking put in my face.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he didn't do that for us. But that is normal. Like, you're not getting, like, I think you're getting screwed because Caleb doesn't do that to me. But that is a thing that gets done. You're not, like, it's not like you got scammed if someone did that to you. Like, people do that.
Yeah.
But just know there are people out there that don't.
Yeah.
But people have to pay 2 whole syringes even if you only use 0.2.
Yeah, and another thing too is like people always ask, how did you find the people, or how do you know like where to go? Do you do research or anything? No, I don't do research. The only thing that with anything out there is referrals.
And like Instagram.
If I have a friend that has gone there or has talked greatly about it, I'm just gonna go. That's where I'm gonna go. I, for the most part, have only ever really gone based off of like a good review someone has left that I know of, to go somewhere. But yeah, Instagram too, like you can look at their Instagrams. I'm sure that will help. But
that's how I found like where I go get my hair done.
Yeah.
Instagram. I found someone who has done a color I wanted.
Yeah.
Found it on Instagram.
Exactly. So that's my only piece of advice when it comes to finding like somewhere to go.
Yeah, referrals definitely huge for someone sticking needles in your face, because there's a lot that Instagram can't show you. You want to be comfortable. They're sticking needles in your face.
Yeah.
You just want it to be a pleasant experience. You want to feel comfortable, clean. Like, there's a lot that goes into someone sticking needles in very, like, dangerous placings and, like, literally injecting shit into your skin. So, like, get like some good feedback from real people in your life, not necessarily the internet, because in terms of like written reviews, like you just don't know, like find someone that you know and has gone somewhere.
Yeah. And as far as my face is concerned, what was it, like summer 2021 when I first moved here, the first thing I ever did was lip filler. My lips were always like a really like big insecurity of mine. Not only are they unsymmetric, but they were so fucking small, like so small. Maybe I'll post like another like transformation soon one day. But I started off with lip filler, and then I slowly worked my way into getting Botox. I started with baby Botox. Baby Botox is literally just like minimal like it's the same product. They just call it baby Botox because you're getting barely any Botox. So I eased myself into that with getting it in my foreheads. And then now I just get Botox in my forehead and in my 11s, and then my crow's feet, which is your crow's feet is like right at the edge of like your
the creases on your eyes.
Yeah. And the reason I do all of this is for wrinkles. Like not only when I didn't take care of my skin would have the worst like lines in my face, and obviously because I didn't have a skincare routine, I just looked like a leather bag. So that helped me a lot because I did used to move my face a lot. Like facial expressions were like really, really fucking big for me.
Your forehead isn't moving at all.
Yeah. So like that is huge. Now like my forehead like makeup stays forever because it doesn't fucking move. But like if I were to show you a picture from like 2-3 years ago, like I had just like constant lines on the top of my head, like no matter what. They were just constant lines. Yeah, you don't move your head. And so that's why I did it. I think there's a big like stigma behind Botox of like you're gonna look plastic, blah blah blah. It's not the Botox. I think it's like the fillers people get in their face. People get jaw filler, like cheek filler, like the fillers is where like people will take advantage of that and it goes too far.
Yeah, I've also seen there's sometimes people make a video and they're talking and nothing moves on their
nothing
face,
moves.
and you're like,
yeah,
that's a little scary. Like,
yeah.
Like literally nothing's moving on your face. And I think that's also finding someone you trust and like who's gonna give you good guidance
and tell you no more.
Like
you
I went to get my lips.
No.
I went to go get my lips done and I was kind of going off, what I saw people post that they had kind of thing. And lip filler amounts are gonna look different on everyone. I have naturally bigger lips, so I need more filler to fill the surface area of my lips, if that makes sense. So one syringe will look different on every person because if you have smaller lips, you don't need as much, yada, yada, yada. So I was just going on like what I saw people post, and I was like, I feel like a 1.5, and Caleb was like 1.2. And I'm like, I appreciate that, because you could have got the 1.5 would have cost more. But like someone that's going to be like, no, I think less.
Yeah.
That's like a huge green flag if you're going to someone to shoot up your face. If you ask for a bunch of stuff, especially if it's your first time or you already have a lot done and they're like, let's like maybe do a little bit less this time. Let's maybe try this instead. Really like guiding you in a solid direction, because 100,000,000% 1.5 would have been ridiculous. Like, but I just thought like Kylie Ross just posted she has 1.6 in her lips.
That's crazy.
But like, it looks different on everyone. Every amount looks different on everyone.
I've never done a full syringe.
Because you have naturally smaller
I have really
lips.
small. I've only ever gotten like a 0.7, 0.8.
Yeah. So, I'm like, Kylie Ross just said she has 1.6. Why can't I have 1.5? She has 1.6. Like, and they look good. So I can have 1.5. But it's like, it's going to sit different on everyone. So that, like, I feel like that's kind of green flag of someone not just overdoing it and letting you sit there and be like, oh, you said 2 syringe?
Yeah.
Let me put 2 syringe, and then you're gonna like look bad.
Yeah.
Also, a red flag with filler that I was talking to him about, I was like, it's so funny because I thought with lip filler before I even went, I thought it was 1 shot in the top, 1 shot in the bottom. That's just what I pictured. Maybe 2. One on
like
each
a
side.
balloon.
I thought it was maybe 4 max, like 1 on this side, 1 on this side, 1 on this side, 1 on this side.
No, you're there for like almost an hour.
He
Not an hour. That's dramatic.
Pokes you with that needle
like 15 times.
More.
Yeah.
I would say upwards of 50. He pokes you with that needle
50 times. Come on now.
He pokes you with that needle at least and more 10 times each quarter. That's 40. At least.
Yeah.
It was a lot in a long time. At least 4 times in each like quadrant of your lips. I mean, at least 10 times, which is 40, and I think it's more than that. I think it's like 50 times. And he was like, yeah, that's something to look out for. Like, the more it's more precise that way. Mm-hmm. So if you're like, if you go to someone, it's like 4 pokes and you're out, that like wasn't as precise.
Yeah. So, I mean, it makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. And then another thing that I have also did 3 months ago, I just posted a transformation on TikTok. Which I was so excited to finally post that, and I didn't even fucking realize
that you looked that different. It freaked me out, and I was like, I need it.
Dude, same, bro. I was like, fuck, because I was like, first of all, like I had the draft like sitting there because I knew I was gonna do it like 3 months like down the road of a transformation, and then my jaw dropped to the floor, and I did it so. Hold on, I'm sidetracking.
Tell them what happened.
So, anyways, guys, I've been like kind of struggling. Taylor, like before me, got jaw filler for like
Botox.
Yeah, what the fuck, Sam? What am I saying? Jaw Botox for like the clenching of her jaw. And like I realized like I kind of had this issue, but like never really like thought much into it until it started to get like worse. Because I think like with like anxiety or just like things, it's like you don't really think it's that bad, and then you start to think about it, and then like the more you think about it, things get worse. Does that happen for you?
Kind of, but also like my anxiety over the past years I've had it has manifested itself in so many different symptoms. Like first my anxiety gave me stomach issues, then my anxiety gave me breathing issues, then it gave me jaw issues. Like it will come in different physical symptoms. It's almost like once I figure one out,
literally
it's like then I'll just do this instead.
No,
so
literally.
I feel like it's been many different physical symptoms, so it could just be you kind of like developed it.
Yeah.
or because you're thinking about it, your anxiety was like, you're clenching your jaw.
No, literally.
You know, like,
so that's what it is. And then I realized it got so bad to the point where it's like I literally couldn't sleep like a full night of sleep because I would wake myself up in the middle of the night from clenching so hard. And so I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I'm going to go do it. So I went to go do it. And I got 16 units on each side, which if you do the math, $10 per unit. There you go. That's the math. I can't do that in the top of my head right now. 16 units per side.
Oh. 320.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Smarty pants over here. So I did that, and then I realized 3 months was finally here, and I did a transformation video on TikTok, and the difference in like the structure of my jaw is insane. So obviously what Botox does is it basically paralyzes the muscle and
shrinks it.
So my jaw muscles shrunk, and now my face looks less round and it's more long. And like the way now I do my contour is so different because my face isn't round anymore. It's like longer. It's the weirdest fucking thing. But anyway, so when I posted that and I did that transformation, I literally did that transformation, like the second one, the more recent one, super fucking hungover at like 9 a.m. And then like people in the comments are like, oh my God, you look older, or you look so tired. I'm like, bitch, because I fucking was. Like, I literally posted that at like 9 a.m. on like a Sunday morning. Like, I was fucking hungover. Like, yeah.
Everyone loves, though, in a transformation to be like, you look better before.
I know. Yeah, I'm like, bitch, like, I'm not wearing any makeup. It's 9 a.m. I have bags under my eyes. Yeah, I look fucking horrible.
Right.
But the whole point is the size of my jaw. Like,
yeah, like, ignore the fact that I'm ugly.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that.
Yeah, so there's definitely like other benefits that came with like me doing that for the clenching of my jaw is that it definitely shrunk the muscles of my jaw, and now my face looks like slimmed down. Like it looks more like a V rather than a half spheric face.
Yeah, it's something very interesting. And when I posted I got that, everyone's like, yeah, right, you got it for clenching your jaw. I'm like,
I still fucking clench, by the way.
I'm like,
but not as bad.
Because Botox wears off. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, but even still, like when I first got, like it's never
fully
like
it's never fully
I'm still
gone,
doing it.
But it is less. I agree. I did less units though. I didn't do as much, and I didn't really notice a looks difference. But I didn't take such a clear before and after. So
yeah,
I didn't do that much though. But everyone's like, yeah, right, you did it for clenching your jaw. I'm like, I just told you I got lip filler because I like it. Why wouldn't I tell you I got Botox?
Yeah,
what? Like, why would I make that? Like, why would I make that up? That lame excuse.
People be like,
I was like,
I'm fucking pissed.
If I got Botox literally anywhere, I tell you why. I have zero reason to lie.
Yeah.
And lying about what you have done is so bizarre.
Very strange. And like, this is so fucking random, but like, even with all the other shit you can do, like, to completely warp your body or face and to not discuss it as like a public person is just so wrong.
I think photoshopping your pictures is wrong in every single sense.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I think editing out like something that's not there all the time, like a pimple, maybe like I don't know, you have a stain on your shirt, like little like random things, like okay, sure, but like literally changing the way you look with Photoshop is you're an awful person.
And like I just feel as though, which I love now, I've been doing this more often, is live photos, like turning them into videos and then throwing them in my photo dumps. I love doing that. But like I just think like more people just need to like,
well, it's as big now with that Julia Ernst girl. You know what I'm talking about?
Who?
I'll show you when we're done. She's like literally famous on TikTok for being a string bean with like a big ass, like craziest body ever.
Really?
Like literally, she photoshops the fuck out of her pictures. You know who also photoshops the fuck out of their pictures? Livy Dunn.
I know, I saw that, bro. Dude, I fucking saw that. I was like, there's no fucking way. Because I was like,
I've never agreed with it.
Like I just like,
I mean, I feel bad too.
I don't look at someone's photos and investigate the shit out of it. I just trust the fact that they look that good.
She was photoshopping pictures that were taken at like meets and stuff. So if you went on like LSU gymnastic website, the original photo is like on the website. Could you be? And then like yours is on your Instagram, and like those photos are different. So people literally have the before and after. Which I feel bad that people feel the need to do that, but I also like think you're like fucked up for that.
You know what I've realized too, more like being like a social media presence is like the more less, not necessarily edited, but the less like pose or just like the more like day-to-day photos I post, I feel like are such a better relatable thing for me to put out there, because I feel more, I don't even know if this makes sense, but I was thinking about this today, is like on Snapchat, like I just fucking spam the shit out of that, like posting like my body, whatever, like stupid shit, but it's just like it's so relatable, and like I just feel like a normal person, because I am a fucking normal person. I don't want people to look at my page and be like, obviously people want to aspire to be me, but like not in the sense of like to a point where they can't attain it. You know what I'm saying? Like I just want to be a normal, regular, relatable girl.
Yeah.
On social media as a presence, whereas some people want to take their social media presence to an extreme where they're not attainable. Does that make any sense?
So, like, it's like selling a fantasy online.
Exactly.
Versus like come along with me on my like life.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think it's fine to do the sell a fantasy thing if it's real.
Yeah. No, exactly.
Like,
huge.
If that's how you which, mind you, these girls that are editing their pictures are more than amazing looking without editing their pictures. Like, they'd have the same effect if they didn't edit their pictures. Like, they're gorgeous.
Yeah.
So it's like you could still sell that like fantasy without doing that.
Yeah. I agree.
Like, if it's a real fantasy, go on ahead. Like, if you're just like that fucking drop dead gorgeous and your life is a movie,
yeah,
be my guest.
I know, especially when you see like girls out in public and you look at them and you're like fuck, she's like, I will girl crush on a random ass girl that I'll see out, and I'm like, damn, like if you had a social media presence, like that'd be crazy. Like some girls are just so like gifted, like genetically, but like have no presence on social media. Whereas there's these girls out there that like edit their self and shit.
Businessman, social media's business.
I know, it's crazy. Anyways, this was a long episode, I feel.
It was, and I need to get ready for dinner.
Me too, and I have to pee so bad.
I need to like throw on like refresh my makeup and pick an outfit, and
yeah, I know. Me too. I gotta pick an outfit, but I don't know. I feel like that's my rant's over.
My rant's over too.
I want to be relatable, man.
Yeah.
And I'm trying my best to get more of my personality out there on other aspects of social media, because obviously you guys listening can definitely see my personality, but I'm trying to do better on TikTok and Snapchat, like getting my personality out there more.
I feel like my personality isn't out there besides on here.
Yeah.
Some people were saying that like I sound like there's maybe some things I do and like I sound so mean, and then you watch it on video, or like you see the like if I make a clip out of it and I'm like smiling and laughing, but they think in my voice that I'm like angry or something. And I'm like, I'm rarely angry. Actually, that's a lie. Things piss me off. But like I'm not angry on here.
Yeah. No. Maybe it was just like
what even is my personality? I think I'm like having an existential crisis. I was like, do I show my personality? I don't think I have one. I think I'm personalityless.
You're a robot.
This podcast is AI.
Imagine, dude. That shit's dude, we're no longer gonna have jobs one day.
The second robot.
Have you seen the AI influencers?
I know.
Fucked.
But no one wants that.
Yeah, well, they're like...
That's the thing. No one wants
There's
a robot.
videos of them. There's videos of
but
them.
No
like,
one wants...
Hey, here's my try-on haul. I'm like, you're a robot.
But no one wants, like...
No, guys do. It's a fantasy for them.
Guys can do it for sure. But, like, women selling clothes, like, no one wants a robot doing a try-on haul.
I know.
You know? Like, no.
Like, you're just automatically perfect because you're a robot.
And, like, you're programmed to say things.
Yeah.
I would not be influenced for a robot to buy something.
Yeah. No. Anyways, I really have to pee.
I gotta get ready.
I'm gonna get, like, can you get a UTI from holding in your pee?
Yes.
I'm gonna get a fucking UTI from holding in my pee.
That's, like, exactly how you get UTIs.
Oh. Fuck, you're so right. Okay. I gotta go.
Bye.
Bye, guys.